All right, let's talk about something that can literally change your entire financial future. It's the one concept that's the absolute key to financial freedom, and believe it or not, it's actually pretty simple. So, let's just dive right in with a huge question. What do you think is the single most powerful force in the world of investing? It's a question that trips a lot of people up, but the answer? Well, it's surprisingly straightforward. And the answer is compounding. It's this really cool idea where your money starts making money, and then that money starts making its own money. It's like a positive feedback loop for your bank account, an upward spiral of growth. Now, to really get how powerful this is, we've got to start at the very beginning. And I'm not going to lie, when you first start out, it can feel, well, a little slow. So, let's say you start with $10,000, right? Just a nice round number. This is our seed money, the little bit we're going to plant and watch grow. So, what happens after year one? Let's assume you get a pretty standard 8% return. That 10 grand earns you 800 bucks. I mean, it's something, for sure, but it's not going to let you retire tomorrow, is it? And that's the really important thing to remember at this stage. The growth feels small. You might look at that $800 and think, really? That's all? But you've got to trust the process. This is where patience is everything. So the big question is, how does that tiny bit of growth turn into something huge? Well, there's a perfect analogy for this. It's kind of famous for a reason because it just makes so much sense. I want you to picture your investment like a little snowball. You're at the top of a big, snowy hill, and you've just packed this thing together. Right now, it's small. You can hold it in your hands, but then you give it a little nudge, and it starts to roll. And as it rolls, what happens? It picks up more snow. It gets bigger. It gets faster. It's building momentum. Okay, this is where it gets really good. We're talking about the acceleration point. This is when that little snowball you started with becomes this absolute avalanche of wealth. This is where the magic happens. So what does that actually look like with real numbers? Remember that 8% return? The one that made you 800 bucks? Well, let's see what that same 8% does once your portfolio has had some time to grow. Just look at that. Once your portfolio hits $500,000, that same 8% return now makes you $40,000 in 1 year. Think about that. That's 4 times what you started with, earned in just 1 year. That's insane. So what's the secret sauce here? What does our snowball need to get that big? It's not just about getting a good return. There's another ingredient, and it's maybe the most important one. And it's something you actually have control over. Your snowball, it just needs a really, really long hill. And what is that long hill? It's time. Look at this curve. Growth isn't linear. It's not a straight line going up. It's exponential. It starts slow and then just shoots for the sky. The more time you give it, the crazier that curve gets. And this right here is why the best advice anyone can give you is to start early. The earlier you start, the longer your hill is. You're giving your money the maximum amount of time to hit that crazy acceleration phase. So, what's the takeaway? What do you do with this information? Well, it all boils down to something really simple, something you can act on right now. The recipe for success is dead simple. 2 steps. 1, start early, like today if you can. And 2, stay consistent. Just keep adding to that snowball, be patient, and let compounding do its thing. At the end of the day, compounding isn't some secret financial trick. It's just math. Math powered by time. And the best part is, it's available to every single one of us. So the only real question left is, when are you going to start rolling your snowball?